The market is a giant auction. Buyers and sellers meet here every single day. They are all trying to get the best price. Stocks, bonds, crypto, you name it. These prices go up. They go down. It's a wild ride, folks. Always remember that. This is where fortunes are made. And yes, fortunes can be lost too, so you better pay very close attention. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is a powerful force in the market. When people get scared, they sell. They panic. This selling pressure makes prices fall. Then on the other side, there's greed. Everyone wants to get rich quick, don't they? They see prices shooting up. They hear stories of their neighbor making a killing, so they jump in. That's FOMO, fear of missing out. This buying frenzy pushes prices even higher. So what you have is a constant tug-of-war, a battle royale between fear and greed. Understand this basic principle. It's the very first step to understanding the market. For example, during the 2008 financial crisis, fear led to massive sell-offs. Conversely, during the dot-com bubble, greed drove prices to unsustainable highs. Recognizing these patterns can help you navigate the market better. Stocks. You hear about them all the time. The stock market this, the stock market that. But what are they, really? When you buy a stock, you're buying a piece of a company, a tiny little slice of the whole pie. Think about Apple, or Microsoft, or that hot new electric car company. You become a part owner, a shareholder. Isn't that something? You own a piece of the action. How do stock prices move up and down? Well, it's mostly about supply and demand, baby. It's that simple. If more people want to buy a stock than want to sell it, the price goes up. Simple economics. Conversely, if more folks are trying to sell than buy, the price goes down. Perception is huge in the stock market. What people about a company, what its future holds. That can often be a much bigger driver of the stock price than the company's actual current reality. Know the difference. That's how you hit a home run. Now let's switch gears and talk about crypto. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those other altcoins, thousands of them. It's a new frontier, no doubt about it. A digital Wild West. Some people will tell you it's the absolute future of money, that it will change the world. Others will scream that it's just a bubble, a modern-day tulip mania. What do I say? I say, be careful. This is a volatile space. What actually gives these digital coins their value? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or maybe the billion-dollar question now. For some, like Bitcoin, a big part of the story is scarcity. There's a limited supply, ever. For others, it's the underlying technology, the blockchain, the promise of decentralized finance, or DeFi. These are big, revolutionary ideas, and big ideas can attract big money, and big hype. But let's be absolutely clear here, crystal clear. Crypto is super speculative. Prices can skyrocket 100% in a week or even a day, and then they can crash 50% just as fast. So if you decide to dabble in crypto, please know the risks. Section 4, Bricks and Mortar, the real estate roller coaster. Alright, let's talk about something that feels a bit more solid. Real estate, houses, apartments, office buildings, shopping malls, good old bricks and mortar. It feels safe, doesn't it? Tangible. You can touch it, you can live in it, you can rent it out, but make no mistake, it's still a market with its own unique ups and downs. So, what are the big drivers for real estate prices? Number one with a bullet, interest rates. They are king here. When interest rates are low, mortgages are cheap. More people can afford to buy a home, demand goes up. And what happens when demand goes up? Prices go up. It's pretty straightforward. Now, what happens when interest rates go up? Mortgages get more expensive. Fewer people can afford to buy, demand cools off, prices can stall, they can stagnate, or they can even drop. You don't want to get caught in a real estate hurricane without an umbrella. Section 5. Reading the tea leaves, spotting trends before they hit. Here's the secret sauce, folks. The key to understanding all these markets. Markets move on feelings about facts, not just the facts themselves. Let me say that again, because it's crucial. Markets are driven by feelings about facts. The story that people tell themselves about those facts. The narrative, that's what truly moves the needle. Understand the narrative and you're halfway there. So what specific things should you be watching? What are the tea leaves you need to read? Interest rates. Always watch interest rates. What the Federal Reserve is doing. What other central banks around the world are doing. When they talk, you better listen. Higher rates generally cool things down. Lower rates can light a fire under the economy and markets. Consumer confidence is another big one. Are people feeling good about the future? Are they out there spending money, or are they scared? Inflation is another major indicator to track. Is the price of bread, gas and everything else going up. That erodes your purchasing power. And finally, the news cycles. Pay attention to what's happening. Big company announcements. Remember this, panic often creates incredible opportunities for the brave and prepared.